What's up everyone, it's Damien. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share this video. Also, I have a podcast, Damien After Dark, if you already didn't know. If you want even more pop culture news, reviews, and more, details will be in the box below. But first, let's get into this video. Bravo has fired Vanderpump Rules star Stassi Schroeder, Kristen Doty, and also the two new cast members that joined this season, Brett Caprioni and Max Boyens. Alright, they're the two new handsome guys that joined this season. Bravo and the production company announced today that they were letting them go over racially insensitive comments and behavior from the past. Now, first I'll start with Max and Brett, the two new guys that started this season. To me, their storyline and them weren't that interesting to me, so I won't really miss them. But they had some tweets resurfaced in the past that said some racist things. I believe the N-word was actually used. So people were up in arms about that, and that's resurfaced since this George Floyd incident tragically happened recently. It's really created a tone and an environment to where people are pissed and outraged, and any sort of racism that is seen right now is not being tolerated. So Bravo is obviously being urged to get rid of the cast members, and from what we have here, they let them go. Now, what a lot of people probably are wanting to think now is with the show, what's going to happen now with the show with them being gone. Now, if you know and you've been a fan of the show from the beginning like me, Stassi and Kristen have pretty much been a part of the show since the first episode. They have been. There's eight or nine seasons now. They've been a part of the show from the beginning. We've seen them go from a little shack of apartments to now having beautiful homes. And that's another thing I wanted to mention. Stassi, she released a book last year that did really well. Kristen released a book like less than a month ago, so we probably know how her book sales are going. And Stassi was about to embark on this big comedy type tour where, you kind of just talk shit, talk about your life, talk about Vanderpump Rules, things like that. Kind of how Nene Leakes did with her one-woman show. And tickets were doing well, but when this happened, people all of a sudden were like, hey, we don't want anything to do with this anymore, give us our tickets back. And I was thinking, those girls, their world has changed like that. Because Bravo, with this show, first of all, Bravo's a huge network. Vanderpump Rules has been on the air for 8 seasons. Those girls were at least making close to $1 million, if not $1 million or more. That was their bread and butter. I'm sure, they're pissed now. Now, they'll be okay, obviously. That was a huge platform for them. All 4 of these can obviously go off to do more reality TV if it's not Celebrity Big Brother, or MTV might take them to do The Challenge or something like that. They'll definitely have a career after Vanderpump Rules. But like I was saying earlier, I know a lot of people now, including myself, are wondering what's the fate of the show. But obviously, we've seen with other Bravo shows and other reality shows, these shows can go on when cast members are gone. I don't think Kristen and Stassi were that powerful to where the show will just tank. We saw Nene Leakes leave Atlanta, and with these two girls leaving, I think next season there needs to be a change. Vanderpump Rules has been the same since the beginning. They tried shaking it up, adding these two new guys in that were fired. You see how that turned out. The storyline was weak with them. It was very boring to watch. To be honest, this season was quite boring. Probably one of the worst in all 8 seasons I've been watching the show. Next year, they need to bring new people in, bring some diversity in. I want to see black people. I want to see gay couples or gay people. Bring a Latino in. Have some diversity in the group. You're in LA. It's a melting pot full of diversity. Come on, Bravo. Let's step it up if you want this show to go somewhere else. The fans have spoken, and, ultimately, that's what the people want to see. As for Stassi and Kristen and the rest of them, good luck on your futures. But yeah, thank you all for tuning into this video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my podcast, Damien After Dark. See ya.